The information we got from the office was the people in the unit said it was a misfire. I don't know who misfires like 5 times.
In a baffling turn of events, Leondre Flynt, a 21-year-old man from Gwinnett County, Georgia, has gone missing under mysterious circumstances, prompting concerns and a growing investigation. Flynt, who had an impeccable work record, had not missed a single day of work in 3 years until his sudden disappearance on July 29, 2023. On that morning, he was captured on video leaving his residence on Carlton Cove Court in Loganville, Georgia at approximately 10:45 a.m. He left his home with a bag slung over his shoulder, allegedly headed to pick up a car part he had ordered online from an auto parts store. However, the details surrounding his disappearance quickly took a dark turn. As mentioned, family members initially believed that he was going on a routine errand to collect the car part for a vehicle he was working on. They were unaware that this seemingly ordinary day would lead to a heart-wrenching mystery. Early on, one cousin shared that the 21-year-old actually went to visit a woman who he met on the internet. Leondre was described as 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing approximately 140 pounds, with his hairstyle in cornrows. He was wearing a white sleeveless shirt, black jeans, and red Jordan slides, and it was possible he had packed a change of clothes in the bag which he was carrying. Flynt's older brother, Anthony Lee, expressed disbelief over the possibility that his brother would abandon the 2018 GMC Canyon pickup truck which he had bought just 3 weeks prior. This purchase had been a source of excitement for the 21-year-old, making it highly unlikely that he would drive it out of state, park it haphazardly, and disappear without a trace. At the time, it bore temporary tag number P4682911. The two brothers shared their phone locations with each other, but Leondre's phone had been turned off since that Saturday morning, making it impossible to track his whereabouts. Contrary to initial reports that the man's truck had been found abandoned in Michigan, this information was later revealed to be a result of miscommunication, according to the family. The situation took a distressing turn as Flynt's family escalated their search efforts and appealed to the community for help. Flyers were distributed, and a GoFundMe campaign was launched in an attempt to fund private investigators. His family was adamant that it was unlike the man to not contact anyone in his family, some with who he shared a very close bond.
Unusual ATM withdrawals the day before his disappearance.
He's been at the same company for 3 years, and he's never missed a day of work. Him and his sister are very, very close. So if anybody at all, he would make sure to contact his sister. We're very worried about him. Anyone out there that has seen him or has seen the vehicle, to please get in contact with either local law enforcement or one of us. We are hoping that the public can help us locate our family member and get him back home safely. That's our main objective.
Amidst the ongoing search, his family's worst fears were realized when the case took a grim turn. On October 3, 2023, the Atlanta Police Department officially classified Leondre's disappearance as a homicide. This revelation came after an incident report was released detailing a search warrant executed at the Marquise at Buckhead Apartments in Atlanta. During this search, items of evidentiary value were collected, and the homicide unit of the APD stated that based on the circumstances surrounding the disappearance and the evidence collected, they believed that Leondre had been ended. This shocking development left the man's family in anguish. Shannon Wilson, a cousin who regarded Leondre more as a brother, shed light on the family's role in leading the investigation to the Buckhead apartment complex. They discovered that the 21-year-old had shared a phone plan with Wilson's sister, allowing them to access his phone records. Their investigation determined that Flynt had made his last phone call in the Buckhead area to a parking company. Tragically, this call was placed around noon on July 29th, the last day anyone heard from him. As they dug deeper into their own investigation, the family learned that shortly after Leondre's arrival at the apartment complex, several discharge sounds were heard by residents. The apartment management attributed these sounds to a misfire, but the family remained skeptical, questioning why anyone would discharge a firearm multiple times by accident. Their findings prompted them to contact the police, ultimately leading to the execution of the search warrant on August 16th. At that time, the APD also took over the case. Regarding his missing GMC pickup, families shared that police didn't actually find it, and attempts to track it since have been unsuccessful.
My sister actually knew the very next day.
Something was very wrong.
Because if he's not coming home, he's going to call. We had records of his phone, his last phone call. He did come to meet the girl. He came to meet a female that he met online.
And when?
He got her at 12, and by between 12 and 1, there were shots fired in the apartment complex.
A promising lead.
The information we got from the office was the people in the unit said it was a misfire. I don't know who misfires like 5 times, but that was their explanation. They said they have other evidence that makes it a homicide.
Despite the agonizing developments and the belief that their beloved family member was no longer alive, his family remains determined to find him and bring Leondre home for closure. While the Atlanta Police Department has not publicly named any suspects, the family believes that APD does have some people of interest. They've continued to implore anyone with information about Flynt's whereabouts or the circumstances surrounding his disappearance to come forward. The search for Leondre is ongoing, and anyone with information is urged to contact the Gwinnett County Police Department at 770-513-5300 or Crime Stoppers at 404-577-8477. A reward of up to $2,000 is being offered for information leading to a resolution in this perplexing and distressing case. My thoughts and prayers are with Leondre's family and friends, and I do hope that closure is granted.